we starting?
Yeah, we can start.
So you'll just cut the front.
Yeah, I'll just do the editing and all that. Alright, I'll do a short intro
Sienna, you can't hump.
as well.
Sienna.
I'll be really quiet, darling girl. Hello and welcome to the Wedding Guide podcast. I'm your host, Pete the Celebrant, and today I've decided that I would ask my three daughters some questions about weddings and getting married. Just to start off the year, something a little bit of fun, and then of course, next week we are going to meet some new suppliers and couples. Well, to start us off, we are going to have Mila, my eldest daughter. Mila, how are you doing today?
Good.
Good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really excited and curious.
Oh, wow. Excited and curious. Now, you've got school tomorrow. Are you looking forward to school?
Yes, definitely, except I'll miss my teacher because she was probably the kindest teacher.
Oh, you'll miss your teacher from last year?
Yeah, she was really kind.
She was cool. She was a good teacher. You're allowed to come a little bit closer if you want, just to make sure.
Okay. Like closer to the microphone?
Yeah, close to the microphone a little bit.
Okay.
There you go. Now I'm picking you up well.
Okay.
So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself? Why don't you tell them what you like to do?
I like to normally play the computer.
Yeah.
Because we have a really big rainbow keyboard and it does really satisfying clicks.
It does.
And like we have Roblox, Minecraft, Sims 4, and like I like playing Gacha Life on the iPad and your phone sometimes. And we have Animal Jam on the computer that we barely even play.
You haven't played that in a while.
Yeah. But I played it in one of my videos.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what do you mean by one of your videos?
So I have a channel called Mystify Gaming.
What type of channel?
Like a gaming channel where in my channel description it says what I'll be doing and some things that I like and my favorite color and all that and all about me.
Cool. So people will let everyone know because it's a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And of course people probably want to subscribe. Like they're getting married. They'll want to see you gaming. So we'll make sure we put it in there.
Yeah.
In the show notes.
Click on the tag.
Yeah, click on the tag, subscribe, like. You can tell them to do that.
Yeah.
You're a famous YouTuber.
This is basically a habit when I start saying it. I just can't stop. Please like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and share your favorite videos with your friends.
Well, you probably have learned that from all the YouTube videos you've watched.
Well, it's not really the exact same intro. I just made my own intro. I mean, ending.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like that. You've
Yeah.
personalised it.
Yeah.
Good work.
Mystify Gaming style.
So, let's talk about weddings.
Okay.
Why don't you tell me what do you think about when I say weddings?
Well, I think about like friends and family and like people feeling really happy.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I think that's what everyone wants. They want to have everyone there and people to feel happy. How many weddings have you been to?
I think only one.
Whose was that?
Yours?
Do you remember it?
I think so, because I'm at your wedding video.
You are in the wedding video.
Yeah, I think like when it was night, we were in this building and there were orange lights everywhere. And the cake was white with the flowers on it. And Mum was wearing her white shoes with the diamond on it, with her white dress and the fabric.
Do you know that I never got to eat any of our wedding cake?
Are you joking?
No, I didn't get to eat any of it. I was so busy talking and everything else that by the time the cake got served, never got any. And I asked someone before I left to get me a piece, and they never did.
That's disappointing.
It is disappointing.
Did you feel sad?
I feel sad to this day. But Mum did make the cake again, and I had some and it was good. I actually had a really good piece of wedding cake a few weeks ago. Crystal and Glenn had their wedding and their cake
Wait,
was so tasty.
Were you the celebrant or were you invited?
I was the celebrant. And then I did the emceeing after,
Celebrants
and their
get
cake
the
was so
cake?
good. If you stay at the reception, and then if there's enough for everyone, there was so much cake left, I actually brought some slices home for you girls. I don't think you ate it because me and Mum ate it.
So much for bringing it home for us.
Yeah, well, it did. I think it made it home, it just didn't make it into your mouths. That's
Should
all
have.
right. Now, do you want to get married?
Well, it depends what type of person it is. Like, if it's like a really bad person that doesn't really care about me and just leaves me with all the mess, then probably not.
No.
But with a good person that helps me and supports me with all the stuff that I love, then yes, definitely.
That sounds like a great answer. Sounds good. Why do you think other people want to get married?
Well, because like people need like relationships in their life, and like they don't want to feel lonely, and they want someone to always have backup and all that, and like they can because whenever they're together, then that's a sign that they always have that means that they're always watching their back for each other.
Yeah, I think that's good. Do you think that's what Mum and I do? We've always got each other's back.
Yeah.
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 Cool. I think we do too. And so, what do you think when it comes to a wedding day? What is the most important part of that wedding day?
Well, obviously them getting married.
True.
Otherwise,
Imagine
what's
if
the point even getting married?
What's the point of having everyone there and you don't actually get married?
Like, why?
Why would you bother?
It's just all that money for nothing.
All that money for nothing. So you at least want to get married. And who makes sure that they get married?
The celebrant. That's you.
That's right.
That's you, not me.
Got it together. There you go. Sorry. Now you've been to one wedding. You might not really remember it that much.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Like,
okay.
I remember the bar.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the big bar with the glasses and all that.
Yeah.
It's
Now, what do you think it is that I do at a wedding? Because you see me sort of running out the door. I've got jacket on and all that.
I've seen like a couple of your videos and see.
Oh, right. Okay. I hope you liked and subscribed.
I wasn't really signed in, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was before I had my channel, so
Oh.
I couldn't even sign in. Now I have a channel account. You still need to sign me in again.
That's true.
Sign me out. Well, you take the iPad with you so that you can remember all the stuff and their story.
Yeah.
And you organize with them because like they can say what they want to do, like where they put the cake and all that, and like and they tell you what the story is, and then you type it down, and then you put it on the iPad.
Yeah.
And then you do a speech of like a long speech of their story of how they met and how they became like at the wedding.
You've probably heard me preparing those.
Especially doing your preparing mouth bit. That's the funniest.
What do you mean?
Like when you did the weird noises with your mouth.
I know what you
That
mean.
was the funniest part.
Yeah.
I like hearing you do that. Like every time
like that?
Yeah, because when on the computer practicing a video, all I hear is you in your room walking side to side doing the weird
You would
noises.
hear that. That would sound weird.
Yeah, I'd have to pause my video.
Cool.
I mean, like I haven't made videos with the noise because I delete the videos.
Yeah.
But I just make them again because it's fun to make videos because it's Roblox.
Everyone loves Roblox.
Not everyone.
That's true. I don't. Well, I don't not like it. I just don't play it. It's not my game.
You should try the Star Wars games though. There's
Probably.
so many Star Wars
Probably.
games.
Do they have any Dune games?
Yeah, they should.
They probably will.
Oh yeah.
There's a new
of
movie
course.
coming out soon with Dune. It's going to be epic.
There's literally millions and millions of games.
Yeah. So what do you think it is that I do at weddings? So I used to leave the house, so I've got my iPad. What do you think I do?
Like, when you leave?
When I'm there, like at a wedding.
So you get ready and you say hi to the bride and groom, and then they like get ready and set up for the guests to come.
Yeah.
And you you choose where you really want to do the speech, or they choose.
They normally choose where we stand. Yeah.
And yeah.
Cool.
You just lock your car, say hi.
Say g'day.
Yeah.
Sign some forms.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
You do your signing.
So other than a celebrant, we won't pick me, what do you think is the most important, or one of the most important suppliers? Now, what I mean by suppliers is like anyone like me who isn't a family or a friend at the wedding. So you'd have someone who makes the cake, you'd make someone who designs everything, you'd have a photographer, maybe someone who takes video, you might have people who come and play music, you might have people who make the suits and the dresses. You got heaps of people who are involved.
Well, you normally get the suits and dresses. The brides normally get the dresses from a shop, like most people.
Yep.
And yeah, they choose which dress is their favorite, and they're really, really expensive. Really expensive.
Yeah.
Are they over $100?
Over $100?
Yeah.
Probably. I know,
I'm
right?
not excited for this future.
Either am I. I've probably to pay for your wedding too.
You?
Well,
Pay for my wedding?
traditionally...
Thanks.
Tradition... Dude, I'm not signing a contract for it, but traditionally, the parents would at least, if not pay, contribute and make a big... to help you.
Beach.
Well, the speech would actually give you money for it too. Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Okay.
It's not a reason to get married though, just to get money.
Do you, in your weddings, do you also have to pay for food at the bar? Because that's a lot of money.
Normally...
Is it for free?
Well, someone's got to pay for it. And normally it's the people who are having the wedding who pay for it. So when they invite people, if you invite, say, 10 people and you have to pay like $100 for each person, that starts to get pretty expensive, like food and drinks.
So the guests don't have to pay?
No. Sometimes the guests might have to pay for a few drinks, but normally they would go and everything's paid for.
That is so unfair.
Unfair on who?
The bride and groom, because
Is
it's their
it?
special day and they have to pay so much.
Yeah, but it's so special to them that they want everyone to have such a good day.
That's true.
But I understand what you mean by it's a bit
Yeah.
unfair that they have to pay this money. Like, shouldn't other people bring gifts? So it sort of might
They
work out a little
do.
bit. People will bring you gifts, and they might give you money as like a congratulations for getting married. So it might work out.
That they could use that money for them. The guests would give it to them, but they just use their money for what that guest pays for, and then they just get it. And then
So
it's like
really-
the guest paid for the bar.
Yeah,
You could just do that. And
you
you'd
could
be
do
like,
that.
You didn't make me pay. You made you pay. It's your money.
So really, no one's getting anything extra. Everyone's just having a good time. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw one of your videos while I was looking for my images of anime people.
Yeah.
On the iPad, I saw that one bride and groom, the bride had like black hair, long black hair, curly black hair, and she was in a short black dress, white dress.
Yeah.
And there was smoke on the ground everywhere, and people were surrounding them.
Oh, I know.
And
Yeah,
they were doing a slow dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. That was at Port Melbourne Yacht Club. That was with Wendy and Tony. That was a great wedding. I emceed that too, and they had it's called dry ice. So it's like this. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's you pour water on this freezing cold ice, and it's so cold that it makes like a smoke type, like a haze but it
But
sits heavy on the
doesn't-
ground.
How doesn't it come above like the people?
It's something to do with however dry ice is made. Yes, you can have some mango pieces, but don't eat too much because you're up next.
And
I
are they allowed?
can cut that if you bring me scissors. Clearly, this is
Little
podcasting at its
sisters.
finest with people getting
little
food.
girls around the house.
What we talking dry ice. So you would have the dry ice and you pour water on it. It's either just plain water or normal temperature water or boiling water, but then it creates this almost like a special type of fog, and that it then it's like it's a heavy, so it doesn't rise up everywhere. It's like mist when you have a shower and it gets mist all over. It's like that, but because of its dry ice, it's so heavy. It just like it sits like on the floor before it slowly.
But if there's ice on the
dissipates.
floor, how do they dance? 'Cause there's
No,
ice
it's
on the-
so that they normally get like a bucket and they'll have the dry ice in there, and then someone will be pouring water into it, and then it just slowly pours out. Or they might have like a fan that then pushes the fan, the smoker.
Yeah, because I saw a machine, like the black machine, shooting it out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cool
And it's
stuff.
cool how it didn't get like the guests. Like it stayed in the right areas.
Yeah, well, professionals. That's what they know what they're doing.
They can control that.
They can control the smoke.
Ice
kind of.
boiling, ice water thing.
Well, it's probably going everywhere, but it just doesn't go.
Everywhere.
The further it goes, it then sort of slowly just disappears.
Yeah. Like as like a fire smoke rises up and then it starts to disappear, and then it just looks like there's no fire at all
I
at
guess,
the top, like
yeah.
very very high.
Yeah, a bit like that.
Yeah, like somewhere where we can't even breathe.
So it sounds like you might want some dry ice for your wedding.
You're pretty. Like,
Yeah.
can you change the color of it? Like, depends what color the ice is.
I don't know.
What? Wait, you can make colored ice. Like, you can add like coloring stuff to the water,
Yeah.
and then put it in like this ice cubes thing, and then in the freezer, and then when you open it, colored water
Maybe I need to interview someone who does dry ice, and we can ask them
to color it.
if they can color it.
They could just do the trick that I just said.
Maybe. I don't know how dry
Maybe.
ice is made. It's very sciencey.
Dry ice. Yeah. Ow.
What do you want to tell people who are getting married? Because people are watching this or listening to this and they're planning their wedding. What do you think they should be thinking about? What do you think they should know?
Like to not be nervous and everything will go fine. And stuff like that's the most important part. So I can't really think of anything else.
I think that's a really good one. Because sometimes they can get nervous and it's okay, but I think it's good to say, hey, it's okay. It's going to be all
In
right.
Transylvania, they had
Yeah.
a really nervous, spiky lady.
Oh,
And
that's
then-
right.
yeah, and
Didn't she like spike people next to
Yeah.
her? Yeah.
Especially when she hugged Mavis.
Yeah. We don't want that. No spiky people hurting
No.
others at weddings.
No.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to tell people? You okay?
I'm okay. So is the last question?
Is
Is
it-
this
is
the
there-
last question?
Um, we just had someone fall over. Is there anything else you want to tell people listening?
Is this the last question?
This is the last question.
Okay, just a reminder. Please click the tag. Please click the tag in my channel and make sure that everything will go okay at your wedding.
Yeah, so if they subscribe to YouTube channel, we'll have a great wedding.
Yeah,
Mystify
definitely.
Gaming, we'll have it on there.
If you subscribe to my channel, then you're gonna have extra luck for your wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sounds great. That's like what Cheesy Pete had with the kumquat tree.
Kumquat tree.
Kumquat power. Anyway, it's not important. We're getting off track. Mila, thank you so much for coming. You've given some incredible, great answers. So thank you. Next, we have with us Sienna. Sienna, you are the youngest of the Hordens. Hello. How are you feeling?
Okay.
What did you have for breakfast today?
Cereal,
And?
toast.
Yeah. Who made you the toast?
You,
That's right. Who makes you toast pretty much every day?
Mum and Dad.
That's correct. What do you like to have on your toast?
Honey and butter with, and a different one, honey with Sam.
That's right. And sometimes butter and jam. Yeah, you like that. So what do you like to do, Sienna? Tell us a bit about yourself.
I like
Make sure you're nice and close to the microphone so people can hear you.
I like dancing,
Yeah, you're good at dancing.
singing,
Try not to kick the table though.
and I like playing with Barbies, what Mila's doing right now.
Yeah, don't distract her. But you do. You're very good at playing with your Barbies. And you've got the Barbie dream.
House.
That's right. You like that.
But Mila and Taya never play with it.
But isn't that great? Because then you get to play with it whenever you want.
Yeah, and the Barbie house is just mine.
We played Barbies the other day. What did our Barbies do?
You were driving so harmly and you kicked me off.
I didn't. I think the Barbies fell out of the car. It wasn't good driving, was it? Yeah.
You said you were, but now you wasn't. You were lying.
I wasn't. I was saying I was driving well, but I wasn't. I was driving all over the couch. So, what do you think about when I say weddings?
You think about because people get married
Yeah.
because some girls find boys and then they get married.
Yeah. And then sometimes some girls find girls and they get married. And sometimes some boys find boys and they get married.
like you take his friend with the black hair,
I don't know.
like
Her sisters are distracting her. Let her answer. You look at me if you want, Sienna, and then you won't be distracted by the goons in the corner.
You're a goon, Taya.
So people get married because they find
Girls.
someone that
Girls and boys.
they find girls and boys, and that's why they get married. Yeah.
And they kiss them because they kiss so many times.
They kiss so many times, and they just kiss so many times they think we should get married. Is that right? Do you think that's why me and Mum got married?
So, do they dance first?
At their wedding? They do dance, but they normally get married first, and then they come into their reception, and sometimes they dance straight away, sometimes they dance later on. But they do dance. You like dancing, don't you?
I hate dancing.
You said you liked dancing before.
Lying.
Oh gosh.
And Dad, there's a spider on your arm right now.
Where?
On your head now.
There's not. What do you think is the most important part of a wedding?
Important part.
What do you think's really important at the wedding?
When they kiss.
Yeah. Do you think that's probably the most important part? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Have you ever been to a wedding?
No.
Have you seen them on movies?
No.
Haven't you?
No.
What about Transylvania? They have a wedding on that.
I never seen that wedding one.
I think you have Hotel Transylvania too. Or is it one? I think it's
one. No. Yeah,
one. They get
No
married.
talking in the video, Mila.
What do you want to tell all the brides and grooms? What do you want to tell them getting married? What should they know?
They get married.
Yeah, what do you think they should know?
They know because you got a wife and a mum.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know everything about when you got married.
Yeah. What do you think that I do at weddings?
Can he just get some pants on?
I do have pants on.
No, I need pants on. Look.
You've got pajama pants on, but it's okay. No one can see them.
I need my heat pants.
We've got like 2 more questions, Cece. You're doing great.
And then we're done.
Then we're done. Then you can go to your ice block.
Yay.
So sit up so we can hear you. What do you think that I do at weddings?
You get to your iPad and you talk and you say, and what do you say when you say kiss your lips?
Normally I pronounce them husband and wife, and then they kiss. Do you think that's funny? Why is that funny?
Because it's hilarious.
Is it?
Yeah, and they got weird hair now.
Do you think you'll get married one day?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But I want to marry Ethan, but he hates me now.
He doesn't hate
No,
you.
he broke up with me.
Well, and why did he do that?
He hates.
I don't think it's because he hates you. Who else does he like?
He likes Maeve so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, but Maeve's like she's also really cool, just like you. It's probably a really hard decision for him.
But she's rude.
Maeve's not rude.
She is. She makes Ethan love her.
Well, maybe she didn't choose that. Maybe he just fell in love with her.
She did. She told me.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe she is rude. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to tell everyone? I'm sure you'll find someone else, darling. You're very incredible and beautiful and funny. I'm sure you'll find another Ethan, just another person.
Your mummy and daddy are the best parents in the world because I love them, but when they be rude to me, I never praise them.
Okay. So you're telling that people, when they get married and if and when they have kids, that they shouldn't be rude to them. Okay. Thank you so much. Great job, Sienna. Nailed it. Ow. All right. Off we go. We're going to have Taya now.
Hello. Empty.
Yes, hello, Taya. Clearly things are already going downhill. Taya, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
So, I'm Taya.
Gosh.
Sorry, I just laughed being silly.
Okay, you don't have to talk so close to the
Okay.
mic because you've got a very big voice, which is great.
So, I like playing and being silly.
Shocker. I don't think anyone would know that. So, what do you think about when I say the word weddings?
When my dad says weddings, he means weddings, right?
Yes, that's what I mean. So what do you think about?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, we'll go to the next question. Why do you think people get married?
Because... Can you stop whispering? Yeah. They could hear us.
That's if they're still
Okay.
interested in listening.
Okay.
We need to give them good answers if we want them to listen.
So why I think people should get married
Because
they find love and they want to be with each other like every day,
Yeah.
so they get married.
Do you think you'll get married?
If I find a boy that loves me and never break up with me, and even won't break up with me in high school, then yeah, I'll marry him.
Wow. So
Then
you're gonna
yes.
so you're gonna find someone in high school, maybe. They won't break up, and then you're like, let's get married.
Yeah.
I actually met Chloe and Tom on Friday, and they got engaged in school, and then they got married. Maybe that's what you want.
Yeah!
And what do you think is the most important part of a wedding?
When you say you may kiss the bride and they...
There you go.
That's the important part.
Do you think people should do lots of little kisses or one big kiss?
I think like a long big one that takes 24 hours or so.
24 hours?
I know, that's whole day.
That would be a very salivary kiss, I think.
Maybe they could just kiss for 10 seconds or one.
Sure. That sounds good. 10 seconds is a pretty big kiss.
Well, not that big, but...
Isn't it? I think it's a big kiss. But
if you do, like, if you have beautiful lips, it won't be slippery, but if you have, like, without lips, it will be so slimy.
so slappy, is that what you just said?
Slimy.
Slimy, okay.
Sorry.
Have you ever seen a wedding? Have you been to one?
Well, I'm gonna be to one,
Yeah, you'll go to one soon?
but no.
Haven't been to one yet.
Not yet, but I'm gonna be one. I'm gonna go to one when I'm a grown up. When I'm a grown up.
What do you think it is that I do at weddings?
You make sure that they get engaged and they say yes, and you say stuff like, singing the Bobby Boy, to take this blah blah blah, that thing.
Yep, it's pretty much spot on. You've been
Yeah.
reading what I write. Yeah. And what do you want to tell everyone who's getting married? Is there anything that you want to tell them?
That you should only marry a boy that is kind and that you swear will always love you and won't be rude. That's why.
Boy or girl, or just boy?
Both.
Both. Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell everyone?
Don't forget Mila's channel.
You are telling them not to forget it.
Actually, forget it. Just kidding.
That is brutal.
Just don't forget it.
Super, I'd agree.
Subscribe, like, and bell for Mila.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Taya. Thank you, Mila and Sienna, for coming and telling us all these great things about weddings. Pardon?
No, I'm gonna end it. Because I'm the last.
All right. Why don't you all come back around here? We'll all say bye.
I can see on the chair. I can see. Right for me. I need to make sure that they can see me. Right. Trust me, I don't
Alright.
want you to
Yeah, okay.
remember Mila's
So-
videos.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed everything that my daughters have had to say. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Subscribe.
Bye.
Stop.
Subscribe.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.